Vecros was founded by Besta Prem Sai along with Rajeshri. Wait. Did you really thought I was going to make you see such lame information summary which you are more than capable of finding on your own? Nah, man, I'm better than that. By the way, as you asked, I have written those write-ups and I am specially making this video cause you said make me care about it. So there you go. एक कंपनी है इंडिया में जीपीएस के बिना ड्रोन उड़ाती है नो पायलट नो रेडियो नो नथिंग और उनके फेसबुक पेज पे 388 लाइक्स भाई मेरे मॉम के बर्थडे पोस्ट पे इससे ज़्यादा लाइक आ जाते हैं That's the wrong number. Apologies man, I was going to start something like this but felt nah man, you do you better than me. For real now, let's just get into the gist of making you care about these three companies. Vecros was formally registered in 2018, but the company's real direction took shape around 2021. Since then, it has raised approximately 4.75 crores across multiple rounds, including a debt round of 80 lakh from Aman Gupta on Shark Tank. Now, on paper, that sounds reasonable for an early stage deep tech startup, but here's where it gets interesting. For a company that claims to be building a breakthrough drone autonomy, its marketing presence is critically underdeveloped. Their strongest platform is LinkedIn, mostly B2B type engagement, that's it. Facebook and Instagram, practically dead, inconsistent posting, low activities, no real presence on Twitter. And YouTube, for a drone startup, that's a massive missed opportunity. Drones are one of the most visually compelling categories in deep tech, and they are leaving that entirely on the table. And it gets more serious. The peak valuation was reportedly around 61 crores in 2021. By September 2024, that reportedly fallen roughly 21 crores. That's a decline of nearly 65%. The obvious question becomes, if the technology is genuinely strong, why isn't the company translating that into momentum? Because right now the gaps are visible. No real content marketing strategy, confusing and inconsistent brand message, a weak digital experience, PR that feels reactive rather than proactive. And then you look at the revenue. It gets even more uncomfortable. Latest reported FY25 annual revenues is approximately 35 lakhs. That's roughly 3 lakhs a month. 3 lakhs a month for a company with around 32 employees. At that scale, every single rupee is going into salaries, R&D, and basic operational survival. Marketing at that point isn't growth engine for them. It's being treated as a luxury. They are still effectively pre-scaled and deeply unprofitable. And the single biggest structural bottleneck is DGCA type certification. In India, if you want to commercially sell and operate drones at any meaningful scale, DGCA type certification is not optional. It's the gate. Without it, commercialization becomes painfully slow and legally restricted. But unlike the downsides, there are few positives. The founding team is genuinely strong. Besta Prem Sai, co-founder and CEO, has completed his BTech in engineering physics from IIT Delhi in 2018. He also led Aerospace Club at IIT Delhi, collaborated with Boeing, and received Boeing's National Aeromodeling Award. Rajeshri, the CTO, brings a strong academic and research expertise in robotics and autonomous systems. Vecros' core differentiator is AI-powered drones, autonomy that operates without GPS, radio signals, and without human pilots in the loop. Application and mission-critical environments where conventional drones simply cannot operate. Vecros' entire technology stack is in-house. Drone, hardware, PCBs, batteries. They have filed 15 to 20 patents with around 10 granted. These are self-reported and have not been independently verified. Unlike Vecros, Airbound is a logistical drone company. And the fascinating part about Airbound is the founder, Naman Pushp. He is also an anti-rat race propagandist. Never went to a college, not a dropout in traditional sense, but he did get into Carnegie Mellon University, one of the best computer science school on the planet. But he turned down the admit, straight up guts to be honest. He started building robots in 5th grade in Malaysia. By the time he was 15, he had founded Airbound, and the whole thing started with a hackathon grant of $500. The company's funding seems to straight out of a movie script. Since 2020, Airbound has raised over $10.4 million, and the most recent seed round of FY 2025 brought in investors and operators from Tesla, SpaceX, and Anduril Industries. Everything sounds great, right? Not entirely. Airbound is early stage seed to Series A startup, so no revenue publicly disclosed. To be honest, the company's goal is to slay down a massive giant. They want to bring down the drone delivery cost from 24 rupees per trip under 5 rupees. Not just that, the weak areas also include marketing. Airbound has a solid B2B and investor facing branding, but there is no clear consumer facing identity despite having expansion ambitions, limited social media presence, inconsistent LinkedIn activities, minimal visibility on Twitter and Instagram. For a company with this kind of a founding story, a 21-year-old who is backed by SpaceX and Tesla investors, the personal brand potential is completely untapped. And like Vecros, Airbound's TRT drone is currently undergoing DGCA type certification. Same bottleneck, same gate. For Airbound, the direct competition is with market leaders like Idea Forge. They have raised $53 million and revenue in range of 226 crores. Garuda Aerospace, where MS Dhoni serves as a brand ambassador and investor, has reported revenues around 118 crores. These players have years of execution, established government relationships, and regulatory approvals already in place. On the failure side, startups like Droni collapsed due to a combination of management challenges and premature commercialization attempts. In Vecros segment, competitors like Astria Aerospace and Throttle Aerospace System have built sustainable business. 46 defense drone makers failed due to Chinese parts, zero GPS denied tech, assemblers not inventors, no R&D. Moving on with Vanar's startup, when I first looked up Vanar, two entities came up. One was Vanar Chain, a blockchain startup based in Dubai. That didn't feel like the right fit for this conversation. The second one was Vanar Robotics, founded by Aryan Wag, officially incorporated in September 2024. He holds an bachelor degree in management studies. No technical background found. Seems like a self-taught deep tech. Aryan is building a humanoid robot. Basically, Aryan is trying to build a direct competition with Tesla's Optimus. No external institutional funding has been publicly disclosed. Authorized share capital of 1 lakh rupees, paid up capital of 5,000. The company is in the prototype stage. The website is clean, the vision is clear, but investor relation, community building, and media presence are non-existent. Bottom line, a 23-year-old self-taught founder with 5,000 paid up capital is building a humanoid robot in space where the competition includes heavy funded global giants. Bet you ever heard, or it's a beginning of a story worth watching very closely. Across Vecros, Airbound, and Vanar, the same pattern keeps showing up. 1. All three have weak or dormant social media presence. Vecros has somewhat B2B traction on LinkedIn, but that's the ceiling. Founder's personal branding is massively underutilized. Naman at 21, Aryan at 23. These are compelling human stories that aren't being told anywhere near effectively enough. Vecros had national spotlight moment through Shark Tank. They have almost no social media infrastructure to capture or retain that audience. Fourth, none of the three have clear consumer face brand narrative. Even Airbound, which is building a product that is eventually touch everyday deliveries, PR strategies across all three are reactive at best. There is no visible proactive narrative. So that was the video. If you haven't read those write-ups, which I have made sure to conclude under 300 words, check it if you haven't done it yet. Thank you.